And this is not going to be exact because it's snow. So I'm just going to...
Rita says that same stuff, marshmallows covered in white fondant also makes clouds.
Yep.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
So I'm going to take my...
Pretty thin?
No.
Pretty
I
thick?
don't care. Whatever.
Whatever.
It's not, this is so not a science with this. And I just open the back up so I have a place to bring it around, stretch it. And it doesn't need to be exact because it's snow. I just want to cover my...
Snow mountain.
Hide my flange.
Hide the flange. Bury the flange.
Bury the flange.
This one is hide the flange.
So you can make the snow go all the way on your, you can cover your entire board with snow.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of an edge here. And I'm pushing my edge into my board so that it's flat. Going to cut it around here. I'm giving it kind of a wavy shape so it's not exact. Pushing my edges down onto my board. I'm going to cover this with sugar to make, with sanding sugar to make glistening snow.
Ooh.
So, but for now, that's done so that I can create my other webbed foot.
Excellent.
So, we've got our snow. And I want to have his foot on top of the sugar. So that's the very last thing I'm going to do. Okay? So that's a place for his foot to be. Now,
Oops.
I'm just digging to this leg, but I can fix that. Okay. Let's get our other foot out of the freezer. Hope it's set up a little bit. And now we're going to shove that in.
That was in for about 10 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, about that. All right. There is his little foot. Okay.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
Can't see it.
Sorry. So that I just took the brush and got a little wet right here between.
Okay.
So that
Between the two orange fondants?
yes, so that
Okay.
they would adhere.
There we go.
Okay. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Huh. Okay, now I got to kind of clear a space because we're going to do wings.
We're going
Now-
to do wings.
Again, the wings I would do and let rest for a while,
Another hour?
at least.
Okay.
Because the wings are heavy and they need to be supported. And again, it's the same thing as we had with the beak and the foot, is the fondant is soft, so we're not getting that support where the fondant has had a chance to harden a little bit. So, yeah, you can see, as you can see, his beak, because it didn't have a chance to harden, his beak sagging a little bit, but that's okay. We've got the wire in there, we should be all right. All right, so for the wings, we're going to cover the back. So our goal is to get a piece of fondant that is going to cover our wire wings, which I've already bent. So these are going to be the two wings. They're going to go in like this, shoved right into the cake. Okay, here and here, and the same on the other side.
How do we make those?
Two kind of almost pointy pieces.
Okay, same wire, sculpture wire?
This is the same aluminum sculpture wire. And this is heavy because your fondant's heavy, so it needs to be supported.
Okay.
So I kind of just roughed these out because at that point I didn't have I kind of looked at this and went, yeah, they're going to be about that big. But I may make adjustments now that I've got them. Okay. Again, you don't want these in the cake. So we have straws.
So now would be the time to double check the size of the wings to
Yes.
make sure that they're all the right size, et cetera, et
Yes.
cetera, before you shove them in and create holes and all that.
Exactly. All right.
Okay.
So.
So did you just make triangles out of the sculpting
The sculpting wire.
Wire.
I did. I just made triangles
couple
out
of
of the
triangles
sculpting wire.
and then bent the ends of the wires?
I bent the ends in because this is where they're going to go in the cake.
Right. So let's show
See?
that.
So that's what it looks like, and you can see my pieces are going to go into the cake. That's the pieces that are going to go into the cake. So that's why I've covered them with straws.
Okay.
I also like to use very brightly colored straws because I don't want anyone to think that there's not a straw in there. So when
Yeah.
they get in there, they're going to see this is a straw.
How long do you think those wings are? A foot?
About 9 inches.
9 inches, okay. So
Yeah.
each side is about 9 inches long.
Yeah, but I need
Okay.
to look at that because I need to turn this my way so I can see where his wings are
Yeah,
and see how I want to place them.
because if they're too big, now's the time.
Yes, and I think they are a little too big.